G'day everybody, this is Jesse from JD's Tabletop. I actually wasn't expecting to have this channel as a talk channel and walk people through things. It was going to be more of like a montage of painting and things like that, but I'm thinking about maybe just doing some more painting tutorials, even walking through them. I don't think I have the best voice for speaking on videos, but we'll see how we go. Pretty much this video is just a breakdown of what we bought at Tabletop Con at the Gold Coast on the weekend. Just running you through a couple of games that we picked up, ones that we played, and some of the miniatures I bought, just stuff like that. And some of the things you can do at this event. It's a really great event. I thoroughly recommend everybody try and get to it if you can next year. This year was our third year of going, and it's grown like so much. Last year's event was like really jam-packed, and it was sort of hard to get around and look at everything. But the event organisers have done a great thing by having it in a larger space, and there was heaps more vendors, heaps more games on offer. The free-to-play library is massive. So yeah, we'll get stuck into it, and we'll see how long this video goes for. But I do plan on doing some more painting videos later on. I just received my kill team of Terra on Devlin, so I'll be doing up a video hopefully of how I paint my red Terra. I've got a few cool ideas, and we'll do some walkthroughs and stuff like that. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoy this video. Rightio, first off the bat, I'll walk through the hobby stuff I actually bought. It was a great event for picking up some cool minis, some stuff on sale, some paints I normally don't get to see, stuff like that. So I will walk through a few of the hobby things first. Redgrass Games 360 painting handles. They are great. A lot of people don't like them just because you need to have like blue tack holding them down, but it's actually, I think it's a really good system. So I picked up some of the extra large heads for it, so I can just hold slightly bigger minis, and they just slip straight on. And then while the mini's on there, I can just pop it off, set it down, move to the next one. These are great tools. I love them. They come with a magnetic base, so if you stick it down on your hobby bench, you can just magnet it down. You don't have to worry about it moving anywhere. Right here. Next on the agenda is Monument Hobbies Pro Acryl. I actually pick up the Vinci V designed collab collection. I do watch a lot of Vinci V and Ninjon. They are really my inspiration of like pushing myself and learning new things. So I got some cool colours in that to use to try out. If you aren't on to watching Vinci V, give him a watch. He is one cool and out there guy. They'll leave it at that. When you see him and you listen to him talk, he's a great dude. Rightio. So at this event, we were lucky enough to have Let's Play Games were doing like a take and paint as such. So they're a wide variety of primed miniatures from Star Wars Legion. A lot of them are the new figures. So I sat down on the Saturday and painted up this. I'll try and get it into shot so you can see. I normally don't use army painter paints, and so I was forced to use some terrible looking brushes because it was in the afternoon after everyone had been through, and some army painter paints. But usually the only army painter paints I use are the John Blanche collection. They just seem to be the nicest that I think army painter make. Everyone has their own preferences. And then I did this a battle droid on the Sunday with 15 minutes left to go of the event. So I just did a very quick and rough job on him. But he still turned out pretty cool. Rightio. The next thing that I will show, which is, for me, is really, really handy and really, really cool. I got to meet these guys and I've done a video, so I'll throw it in this video as well, an interview with these guys from Moral Victory. These guys, if you want to scan this QR code and go and check their site out, they make some really cool miniature wargaming, like measurement sticks, wound counters. So these are all magnetic wound counters and they are so nice. They just work really, really nicely. They come apart, they snap back together, and these are some of the nicest wound counters I have ever had in my hands. I usually use, like for my bigger models, especially my knights and my tanks, I usually use Magic the Gathering life counters, just because they're pretty good as far as in rolling down. But as far as for like heroes and stuff, this would be perfect. Instead of using a die, just being able to have something like this to throw out is absolutely perfect. And this is the main piece that I got. Now the guys at Moral Victory, they do actually do custom versions of these. So if you email them, you can talk to them, pick out your colours, pick out your faction. They'll even put your name on it and whatever else you sort of want. It comes with in a nice case. I absolutely love this case. And they're easy to get out. But these measurement sticks are absolutely beautiful and perfect. The guys mainly that design these and make these mainly play like War Machine. They play a bit of 40k, not much. But with 11th edition coming up and the 8-inch deep strike ability, that 8-inch one's going to come in handy for me, especially for my Terminators. This is a beautiful bit of kit. Go check out the guys at Moral Victory. They make some really, really cool pieces. They actually made a custom one for Middle Earth Strategy battle game tournament that was held on the weekend. They made a custom one for a prize for that, and it looked super, super cool. There's a photo online of what it was similar to on their webpage. It looks absolutely mint.
Oh, fantastic. Hello, I'm Tim from Moral Victory. Here's our stand. We're here at Tabletop Con. We make stylish AF. Am I allowed to say that on your YouTube channel?
Yeah, do it.
That's great. Gaming accessories. So, yeah, we've got sweet dice. We've sold tons of dice. We've sold out of a bunch of them. We make really cool measuring trays. We have these dials. They're so sick. Keep an eye out for our symbol ones. But it's been a really good day. Everybody's been super, super nice, super relaxed, and it's been a really great first con for us. This is the first time we've showcased our products. So,
and you make customized measuring?
We do, yeah. We've made tons of custom ones. So we make custom ones for StarCraft over here. We made custom ones for the Lord of the Rings tournament over there. We've made custom for AOS. We make custom for War Machine. So yeah, it's really cool. We do a lot of custom work, which is really cool. Awesome. Very unique, one of a kind, very specific token measuring sticks, templates. So anything you want, hit us up, moralvictory.com.au.
Rightio. And this is unknown territory for me, but I picked up 2 of these. It's the new StarCraft tabletop miniatures game. So this is a convention/event exclusive miniature. I didn't actually realise that until the afternoon of the first day on the Saturday. So I actually picked up 2 of these because I was like, oh, okay, might build one and put one away, or might do one as a giveaway later on. So StarCraft, I never played StarCraft, so it's like a new thing for me. But I do like the miniatures. They are very cool. Maybe I'll get into it. I don't know yet. We'll see what happens. Rightio. We had... So Let's Play Games were doing the paint and take, which was absolutely awesome. And they had a range, huge range of paints and other things on offer, like the Red Grass Games swappable tops. So I really like the AK paints. I only started to use them a little while ago, but I think they are phenomenal paints. Their opacity covers really nicely. Nice smooth paints to use. So I picked up their non-metallic steel pack that they had there. I'm trying to get better at my non-metallic metals. I think I have gold down pat. It's just the silver and like metal I just don't have down pat. So I thought I'll get that and try that. Also got the signature set, which has a great range of colours in it. Fills a lot of gaps in my collection. So purely got that for filling the collection of paints. And then another game that I do not touch on is Trench Crusade. I feel like I watched it on Kickstarter and I wish I had backed it. But anyway, they're starting to release physical miniatures now, which I think is absolutely cool. These miniatures are phenomenal. Just the amount of detail that's in them. This priest looking dude looks mad as. So I've purely got these to paint them up. They sort of give me like Deathcore Krieg vibes. Yeah, I picked these guys up. I thought that was so awesome. And then lastly, as far as paints go, I picked up the John Blanche Volume 2. I missed out on Volume 2 when it first got released. I still find it funny that John Blanche has gone with Army Painter rather than Citadel, or Warhammer Paints now, as they're called. For people who don't know, John Blanche is like the granddaddy of like Warhammer art. He did such cool art back in the day. Gives you a little spiel on the back there. But I love the colours in Volume 1. I'm not a fan of Volume 3 or 4. They just, I don't know, the colours look a bit out there for me, but I might get them, I might try them. Rightio, and then I've got this to show off. So the first 1,000 people through the door on both days received a special 2026 Tabletop Con die. So me and my partner, we both got one each for both days. I thought I'd just bring one in to show off. Vault Games, another great company based in Brisbane. I think they got 2 shops in Brisbane. They were there and they had an awesome sale on the Sunday afternoon from 4 till 5 p.m. I think it was. They had a special sale on, which was 20% off whatever they had in stock, sort of thing. The only thing was TCG that was already discounted. So I picked this up beforehand, and it was half price. So $55 for Ninja Turtles Commander deck is pretty bloody good, I reckon. So I'm keen to bust that out, give that a few goes around the table, see how it goes. And then lastly, from Vault Games, when they had their 20% off, I picked up these 2 beauties. We've got the Daughters of Cain Spearhead box. Just some cool models. I don't play Spearhead, but I just love the fantasy models. They're just so wicked. As soon as I flipped it over and seen the back, I was like, oh, this thing here is so sick. So I can't wait to get to that one day and paint it. But yeah, hopefully, I've got a new job coming up. So hopefully with a new job coming up, I'll have a little bit more free time at night time. So a little bit less worry. So I'll be able to get back into doing some more painting videos and whatnot. And then, yeah, we got this. So with the 20% off, we managed to score this for under $200. I think it was $197 as the new Orcs Battalion for the Armageddon release. I mainly just like it because of the war trike. The Squig Buggy, I've got some ideas for to customise, same as the Deathcopters. I love the Deathcopters, they're so cool. We'll see what sort of kit bashes I can do. I've got some ideas. I'm taking inspiration from Nin John with his Mad Max theme. of orcs, so I'm going to try and create an orc army around Mad Max, the same as what Ninjon is doing, because I love the fact that they sort of are, they fit the Mad Max vibe. But we'll see what happens once the Armageddon box, 11th edition box releases, and I'll check out the minis. The orc minis look so cool. Nice fresh update for all the minis, so I'm definitely keen to make a start on an orc army next. Once I finish this Escalation League with my Space Wolves army, which is nearly completed too, so we'll see how that goes. We'll duck to the board games next, and we'll go from there. Rightio. So this is just like a little leaflet that we got on the day over the weekend of like how massive this place is. It is huge. So we're doing TCG free-to-play areas. They were doing Star Wars Unlimited, Learn to Plays, Riftbound Learn to Plays, Lorcana. They were doing like pack rushes and stuff like that. They had Learn to Play for Trench Crusade and StarCraft. I didn't get to that. Same as Combat Patrol and Spearhead. But they were running the tournaments for Middle-earth, Moonstone, Infinity, and Kill Team. I believe they were running a Combat Patrol and Spearhead tournament as well. So, but this whole area over here was like Learn to Play board games, free-to-play board games. I think they had something like 190 board games on the table that you could actually just pick up and play if you wanted. So yeah, it got beat up over the weekend, this pamphlet. But anywho, I'm going to try and shout out and link everyone in the description, so you can all go and check their pages out and just see what they're about. Because some of these guys, some of the minds behind these games is absolutely crazy. This is something that we picked up from a game store called 3D Leveled Up. 3D Level Up. It's Trailblazers. I seen it on Kickstarter a little while ago and thought, oh, I'd really like to get that, and then I forgot about it. And then my partner, she found the travel version at 3D Level Up, so I decided to pick it up. It looks like a fun game. Haven't had a chance to play it yet, but it looks about building trails and making sure they connect and to your campsites and stuff like that. Haven't had a real proper look at it yet, but it looks cool. So next one is, I've had my eye on this for a little while. I did pick it up from Mind Games at Australia Fair at the Gold Coast. It's called Spicy. It sort of seems to me that it plays a little bit like, it's sort of like almost like a trick-taking game, but not really. But it's got like elements of like, what's the game? It'll come to me. There's a cat with there's a game with cats in it where you got to try not to get the I think it's the chili or the spicy food. Anyway, it looks good. Haven't had a chance to play it. I was hoping to play it Friday night before we did go to Tabletop Con on Saturday, but we didn't get a chance to. My partner picked up Sea Salt and Paper. I don't know anything about this. I have seen like ads for it, but I've never actually watched it. I have no idea. She picked it up, she liked the look of it, and she said good things about it, so I guess I'll find out soon enough. Okay, this is one of my favourites from the weekend, is Mean. Mean is a really, really cool strategy game. It plays. It's sort of like it's sort of like, I suppose is probably like the easiest thing. Anyway, you start with a deck of cards. You start with 4 each. it's draw one, play one sort of thing. You can play two if they're two of the same. So if I had two blue sevens, you could put them down, but it means I still have to draw 2 cards on my next turn instead of drawing 1. The idea is to get rid of your hand. First person to do that wins. You start off with a deck of cards in the middle, and then you have 3 cards at, say, north and south and east and west. And if you cannot play a card, or you get struck with the mean 6, and you cannot play another 6 or play a wild, you have to pick up one of the piles. But if it goes around the table and all the 6s are played, well, then you have to pick up the whole lot, all 4. Pretty much when the deck runs out, that is when it's sort of end game. So it's a fun game. I love it. It'll be a favourite of ours. Best thing is it plays up to 2 to 8 people. So I love party games that can play up to more people. It's just, yeah, because we've got so many friends that like board games, it just makes it so much easier. Alien Frenzy was another one. My partner, she wanted to play it, so we went and played it while we were waiting for a demo to come up on another lot of games, and it was one of the funnest games I played. So pretty much it is, you got a deck of cards, or you got 2 decks of cards. So one's got aliens, and one's got like your heroes and your action cards. So pretty much what it is one of the UFO cards is mixed into the hero deck sort of thing. And as soon as it is drawn, it gets played. That's when the aliens start to attack. So then we have to play cards against aliens, and if we can't match our hero's colour to the aliens, well then you're out sort of thing. You sort of play all your cards. If you lose all your cards, or if you can't play any more cards, you're out of the game. If you've got no heroes, you're out of the game. It's hard to explain without showing. So we might even do a video on it one day. It's a cool game. The whole mechanics of it, absolutely crazy. I was lucky enough to win the round of the 4 of us that were playing. So the creator, another guy, my partner and myself, and I won a medallion for winning the game. It usually never happens. I never usually win a demo game, so. My partner, she wanted Flamecraft Duels. We've got Flamecraft, like the base game. We both like it. Oh, I just opened that the wrong way. I did that the other day. Flamecraft Duels plays differently as far as, instead of moving dragons around a board to different shops, you're actually playing dragons themselves. And then you can fire them up and get the actions needed. And you're trying to fulfill shop cards. So that's the size of the board that you play on. Pretty much you can stack up to 3 high. There's a ring of dragons that starts in the middle here. And then you're pretty much just trying to stack dragons so that you can complete your shop cards. I'll show you it. We played 2 rounds the night before last, and it's a great, quick little game. I think 20 to 25 minutes. So these are your shop cards. You're pretty much just trying to, well, they're fountain cards, sorry, I think that's for single player. These are your shop cards. So you're pretty much just trying to match the symbols, like the shop symbols, so that they're, like, in this case here, to be 2 bread and a leaf, but sometimes you might get like a circle of 3, so you're trying to match the shape as well. It's a great game. Quick, nice and quick. I actually, yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it. A little bit easier to pop out and get stuck into compared to the base game. And then my partner, she also picked up The Tea Dragon Society. I have no idea about this game. It looks fun. It's got cool art on it. Card games with cool art always get me. As long as it's got a good mechanic. We look forward to playing that. And then our friends got us into Sagrada like years ago. It's probably like one of the nicest, easiest games to play. You're pretty much making stained glass windows with dice, and then you're trying to score based off cards in the center of the table. Plus, you have your own secret objective that you're trying to complete as well. This is the new edition. I think it's the 2026 or 2025 edition. So it's just slightly nicer boards and like, yeah, it's a bit more vibrant, but still pretty much the base game. I thoroughly enjoy a round of Sagrada. Some of our other friends picked up a copy as well. So, and then we played TimberTown. I missed out on playing this last year. It is a very simple little game. You're pretty much just trying to build a nice, or the most, what would you say, the most economically built, like little timber village as such, by placing tiles onto a board that has columns and rows. The whole gist of it is you're taking tiles from the river as such, and as the river moves down, tiles get kicked off when it gets to the end, and the player's turn is based on who has what symbol. So like, you can see that symbol there. So when it comes to here, they would go first, whereas here, they would go first. So it's a cool little game. I think it takes about 20 minutes to play. Pretty much it's just like a little, it's sort of worker placement, I guess, because you can claim tiles, but it's not really. So you can like claim tiles for later on as it moves down the river until it hits the column that you want it to go into. The tiles have to go into the columns that are matching, like from the river, but they can go in any row as such. They have to go into the column, but they can go into any row. That doesn't mean from here to here. It could go from here to here, wherever you want to place it. You can also rotate the tiles too to fit so that all these connect up. It's a great little game. Met the creator. Awesome dude. Gave us a quick run through. We picked it up pretty quickly. And then before we come home on Monday, we stopped in at Minder Games again and picked up a copy of Koi. I remember seeing this ages ago, well not ages ago, a little while ago. It was on the table at Tabletop Con in the free-to-play area, but we didn't get to it. It's pretty much grab the items, build the koi pond, and score your points at the end sort of thing. It's a bit of a chill game, so I'm looking forward to actually getting into it and playing it. But we'll hopefully get to that maybe next week. Probably not this weekend because we are away this weekend with Escalation League, so we're actually going to go and finish off some painting once I've done this video. So hopefully I'll be finished for the weekend. One of the games that we booked in to play and learn to play was Everdell Emerald. We actually thought this game wouldn't take very long. We did play the original, and this is a complete standalone game compared to the original Everdell. They've changed some of the mechanics, like not by much, but the cards more so. They've changed cards, so you don't have like unique cards anymore. So I think it used to be like if you wanted to play the innkeeper, you had to have the tavern, because if you didn't have the tavern, you couldn't play him. Pretty much in this one, you can just play whatever you want. Whatever you can afford, you can play. And then you can upgrade your cards. Some things you can't upgrade, like if the building's not upgraded or something like that. I think it says 30 minutes per player. I think we played for 3 hours, but we were learning it, so we did play with 4 people. So, but it's a nice game. As soon as we finished playing, I went, I really enjoyed that, and I've got to go and get that. It's a great standalone game. I did like the original Everdell, but this one really, really took the cake for me. It's just nice art, great gameplay, and the fact that like it's not a secret what your hand is either. Like you could just lay it all down in front of you as well, if you really wanted to. We also played, so you could play to win. So they had 4 games set aside that people would run you through, and you scan the QR code and you gain the chance to win that that game for the weekend. So we played Fate of the Fellowship. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I didn't win a copy of it, unfortunately, and no one had a copy in stock there either, so I couldn't actually pick one up at the event. But we thoroughly enjoyed that. It's sort of based on the Pandemic system, so I'd never played any of the Pandemic games before, but we thoroughly enjoyed playing it as a co-op game sort of thing, moving Frodo around the board and using other characters to distract Sauron's Eye and the Nazgul and stuff like that. We also played Gwent. I'd never played Gwent physically. I played it on The Witcher 3 back in the day when it first came out. And that's another game I did not win. I actually really enjoyed it. I will be picking that up probably this weekend from our local game store in Toowoomba. I say local game store. It's 2 hours away from where I live. It's the closest one. So I'm just going to show you this. I've already received my copy, so I didn't pick one up on the weekend, but Aqueducks, Reed and Jack, these are a couple of great guys. We actually backed them on Kickstarter last year at the event, and this game is a super cool, interactive, sort of like card building. When I say card building game, it's quite literally these cards have slots in them. So you're building pyramids of cards, and that is the basis of the game. And I think you play, from memory, you play through 3 eras. So you'll have all your Era 1 cards will be on the bottom, or your pyramids on the bottom. When you move to a new era, you decide what buildings you want to keep and which ones get discarded. Onto Era 2, then you start to build up as such. Right up till Era 3. It's a great, it's a deck building game. So it's sort of like a deck building game and like an economy based game, I guess you'd say, because you're always trading not so much items, but coins to help gain a bigger hand and stuff like that. I will link Jack and Reed's Instagram, and I think they've got a website, so I'll just link all their stuff. But go and check it out, guys. It's great. These guys are great. They've made a really cool game. They were demoing or they were play testing a game, is what I should say, over the weekend. I didn't get to play it, but my partner did, and some of our friends did, and they really liked it. So I hope the guys get it play tested and they find that it works well, and then they can get through and get another one on Kickstarter, because I absolutely love this game. It's great. But yeah, that is pretty much our haul for the whole weekend. I'll insert some videos and clips and stuff. I didn't get a chance to take many videos like I'd hoped. We were just so busy talking and playing games, obviously, so it was a bit hard. But next year I think I might run with some Ray-Ban Metas, I think, just to record while I'm walking around. Just makes it easier rather than holding my phone. But I'll throw some clips in. I've got Tim from Moral Victory doing a little interview about the measurement sticks and wound counters and stuff like that. their whole measurement plates. So I will throw that in the video somewhere too. But yeah, that's it for this one, guys. So I'll hopefully get up some painting videos along the line somewhere, hopefully in the next week or two, even if it's just some more hacks that I use all the time, but we'll see what we come up with. Thanks, guys. So just back to these minis that I painted on the weekend. I was quite surprised at how well this one did come up with the limited paints. Ninjon and like even Squidmar and all them guys always say, just try and work with limited paints and see what you can come up with as far as mixing colours and just what takes shape. And the fact that I wasn't working off any reference photos, I was pretty happy with the whole Rebel Trooper outfit. It did turn out much better than what I thought. Battle droids, pretty standard. If they're not B1s in the khaki colour, then they're usually just B2s that are silver. Sometimes they're different colours, but yeah. While I was painting this one on the Saturday afternoon, I had the pleasure of talking to some guys about painting and whether they were first-time painters or anything like that. And we actually got talking about Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy back in the day, and how we all three of us had played it, and how we had a different play style, because I'm a Star Wars nerd through and through, so I absolutely love these models. They're so cool. They've got so much character. And shout out to Lloyd. I was talking to him. It turns out we both share Space Wolves armies as such. He's got a Space Wolf army. I've got a Space Wolf army. Nice talking to you, Lloyd. Nice to meet you, mate. And hopefully we see you again next year. But yeah, thoroughly enjoy meeting people that enjoy the hobby as well. So, rightio, guys.